Well, it is Latios and Latias Dynamax weekend, or raid weekend in Pokémon Go, and we are out and about, and I'm getting this cut in a bit, so it does look a little bit dishevelled, but we're going to do the first couple of these raids in their entirety with you, and these might take a little while. I have seen these being soloed, but that is very much down to the moveset, very much down to the attack that the Latios or Latias has, and very much down to a lot of other factors. So we're going to just go about it, and I'll share how I've been doing did a couple of raids when they started going live on the other side of the world, but I need to be very careful here. I've been switching. Gengar has been doing the work for me. Gengar, Dynamax Gengar on the attack. Don't know why, it just seems to be working. You can tell I'm awful when it comes to movesets, but you don't watch the channel for my knowledge on movesets on Pokemon. But here we go. Can we do well on this first one? Love these weekends, love the fact we can remote into them now. Accessibility and all that has been really much appreciated. But as we do this, I want to put a bit of a call to arms out there. A good friend of mine, Julia Glass, you'll all know Julia Glass from some of my vlogs that you've seen her. Her and her son Angus, big part of the UK community in Pokemon Go. Love them to bits, really nice from the southwest, lovely couple. Julia last week had her account almost disappear. Unable to access the game, unable to log into it, and she's been basically asking Niantic help for help. Problem is, no one seems to be doing anything about it, certainly in normal time. All I'm asking for, anyone who watches this vlog, anyone who knows Julia will know how painful this is for her. Anyone who loses their account and is not able to play a game after putting years and years and years into it, it's heartbreaking. And well, I'm not expecting that this is going to sort of do anything more than put it out there and keep it very relevant. She is very close, I feel, to almost giving up on it, which is really, really sad. So Julia, look on X, Julia Glass, and you'll see her posts on there. Oh, we did lose our Metagross there. I'm just flagging it up on the vlog. I am very active on social media, resharing, remessaging, and I know the Incest Podcast boys, everyone else has been involved in it as well. People that know her in the communities are also very much involved in this. I'm just putting it out there on my vlog. That's all I can do. Listen, check it, retweet it, repost it, hashtag it, whatever it takes. Let's just get this message out. More views on it just might speed the process. We'll get someone to actually look at it. But this is the Dynamax weekend, Latios, Latios. We're going to do the first one actually quite simply, which is really nice. And when these came out last night, when I first saw the invites come out, I was very excited about these. Love these Pokemon. Love to see them. I remember them in the weekly rewards actually. Do you remember you get the shiny ones? I'm not mentioning that word today because, listen, let's face it, the likelihood of that happening is extremely small. But there we go, Max Battle 1. Nice to these Max Battles with you, and we've had a bit of weather. We're going to go to a festival today, got a weekend event. We're going to watch a bit of orchestral music, which is going to be quite nice. Bridgerton soundtrack being played, a bit of Vivaldi's Four Seasons, a bit of Enya, and some 90s dance classics, or maybe some dance classics anyway. But that is the first one done. Let's hope the weather holds up. It's meant to be lovely this afternoon. Let's skip back, because we're going to keep all of you. Can we get good on the first one that I'm doing with you all? Here we go. First check is a 2110, and that isn't very good. I know that much. The best one I've got so far is a 2125. Look at that. Excellent curveball, one-handed throw. There we go. And of course, Latios has broken that. Now, this will be my third Latios that I've done so far. I haven't done a Latias yet. So let's hope we can fly one with you. I might have to put you down a minute, because my throwing is very substandard when I'm trying to do this all one-handed. You know how I play this game. Very chilled. Right. Latios. Excellent curveball throw there. Eerily quiet down by the canal today. 11:30 in the morning as we're filming this. And there we go. Caught. And now let's get on our way, because actually Rookedy is in the wild as part of the current event. Alongside this raid day, or raid weekend, we have got Rookedy Community Day announced for August. You all know that already, but it's been brought out. But actually, the wild spawns for this event are actually pretty good. Bagon, I like Bagon. Noibat, can't be too upset with that one. We're seeing Axew as well in the wild. There are some actually quite nice ones there. In fact, it was 2150 was my best one so far. 2125 was actually the first one that I did. That was one from Japan, so thank you for the invite there. I did have a bit of a crazy shiny streak actually the other day. Shiny Zangoose, followed by shiny Goomy, literally click after click. And I did hatch a shiny Togepi. First shiny hatch outside of an event for a very long time. And actually, as this event started, we also got the shiny bag on. So yeah, like I said, some good shinies. I thought it was raining then. I'm actually under that. so it's not raining yet. So first raid done, and let's get on our way and see if we can get something really good. Thank you very much, Kitty, for the Latias raid. So this is my first one that I've actually attempted. Hopefully it shouldn't be too dissimilar. We've got 4 in for this one as well. But yeah, I was thinking for a minute maybe one was going to be released on the Saturday and one released for Sunday, but that isn't the case. So hopefully we're going to take this one down nice and easily. Love the fact that they seem to be quite, you know, it's a raid weekend at the end of the day. You expect to see them everywhere. Well, but not everywhere. There seems to be a lot more power spots getting themselves opened up ready for over the weekend, but they are spawning very quickly on the power spots that are already in place. So every half an hour it seems to be. So we're going to perch down here and we're going to finish this one off, because I am very, very keen to see if we can get a really decent one on this. Like I said before, love Latias, love Latias and Latios. Lovely Pokemon. 2 of my favourite ones. I just call them the yin-yang Pokemon. That's my sort of thought on it. But this is charging up very fast, so almost full. And let's see if we can do this one with very little bother. Let's just swap this one, actually. I don't know why I didn't do this beforehand. Let's get some attacks on this. And hopefully we will take this one down very, very quickly. Seems to be very simple, to be fair. If you've got the right teams for these, and a lot of people seem to be doing that. Certainly with the events that we've had so far in Pokemon Go, it seems to be a lot of people have got the teams ready. If you haven't got the teams ready, watch this, get a feel for it. You've got Sunday, this vlog will be up on Saturday night at the very latest. You've got Sunday to have a go at it for any reason that you're struggling to do these ones. But Zacian is a good counter as well. And Zamazenta as well. Zamazenta, Zacian, and like I've said before, I've had some luck actually with Metagross and also with Gengar. But it's about using those Dynamax Pokemon alongside these ones. Zamazenta and Zacian, of course, aren't Dynamax, but you can use them in these raids. And that's the beauty with them. All they're going to do is attack those. So if you've got a team and you need healers, these ones can't give it you, unfortunately. But they do a lot of damage. So let's get this one done. And hopefully we will catch this one very, very soon. Because let's face it, they do take a little bit of time. But when you've got 4 people and you've got the right counters, hey, that's what half of the battle's all about. So let's get back moving, because I'm aware that I need to get my hair cut. And you're watching me do these raids in their entirety, certainly the first couple, that is. And I'm nowhere near getting my hair done and getting any close to that barber's. So let's keep walking. And let's hope that we don't do anything stupid here, anything silly. Because there's me taking the eye off the ball for a very slight minute there. So, meter charged. Right, real life and all that. I'm going to share something with you all. Your boy's hurt himself. And it's a bit funny, actually. It's not funny. I'm in absolute agony. But my left arm, which I'm actually holding you all with, is really sore. And I eventually conceded and spoke to the doctors. And the doctors have referred me to the physiotherapist, I should say. And I'm going to have some physio. First time in my life that that's ever happened. I'm going to need physio. They think it's probably a rotor cuff injury or something. My tricep is absolutely killing me. I've been having pains probably all over the Go Fest season, if I'm honest with you, and I think it was down to lifting some stuff in the garden. When you saw me do all the gardening vlogs and all that, yeah, I hurt myself doing that. And in true typical fashion, I didn't want to admit to it. And now I can't even like stretch my arm fully up. So they don't think it's a dead shoulder because I can actually move my arm around to some degree. But yeah, I'm sharing with you the real life stories of me and what's going on. So I'm going to have some physio. First appointment on Tuesday. And I'm hopeful then, that it should be sort of through hard work, determination for myself and exercises and all that, that we'll get back to some sort of normality. Because believe it or not, I really am feeling it now. And it's scary. It's absolutely scary, to be honest with you. But what isn't scary is the fact that we've nearly taken Latias down here. Latias is about to go, and we're going to have the first opportunity to encounter a Dynamax Latias in a raid, which is quite exciting for me, because this will be a brand new one for me as well. We've got 3 Latioses, but no Latiases. Well, that is going to end now, because we're going to catch this one, and we will do it with you. So we're not going to leave any Pokemon there. I keep saying that. Sound like very much like a broken record there. But can we get this one, and can it be any good? Can it be any good? There it is. It's a 1949. I don't know how these compare. they seem less. And I think, again, if one was weather boosted, they'd both be weather boosted. So I think there's a completely different CP scale on both of these ones. So let's just quickly catch this one. I'll try and do this on the move because we need to get closer to our end goal. And then that one is on an excellent throw. 1, 2, but not quite there. So let's quickly perch this one up, and then we're going to give this one final go, because if we can get this, that'll be the set complete. Sets being complete are always good, but we know we want a better one. There we go, caught it just like that one. You've seen them in their entirety then. That's Latios and Latias, fully raided. You've seen my teams. That's how we've gone about doing them. And is this one any good? No, it isn't. It's a 2-star one. I normally get some good ones when I don't share it with you all. How many times has that happened? Well, we're going to capture this one, and if it is any good, you'll see it in this. If it isn't, it might never ever make it onto this vlog, and it's an Aerodactyl, which unfortunately is shiny boosted, but not shiny for me, and 5 Ultra Balls. Honedge is also currently in raid battles as part of this event. Brand new release in the game. Might as well get a raid in with you as well. Haven't raided for this one. I did actually do one raid for this earlier in the week, but it wasn't decent. And do you know what? We need a couple, one for each Dex entry in there. Nice to have one of each. And Honedge 752, don't think that's any good either, actually. Looks similar to the one I got the first time around. Might be worse, but thank you for the raid invite insurance links all the way from Toaster, my old stomping ground. Right, is this one going to be any good? 3, 2, and a big one. Well, it can't be shiny, so I don't know why I did all that dramatic reveal on that one. But let me just check the IVs with you, because let's see if it's any better. I've got a feeling this isn't any better, but I'll know straight away. And I'm sure you'll all know already. No, it's an awful 2-star, a bit like the first one. This Latios raid is causing us a little bit of bother. Well, this bee's causing me a bit of bother. It might even be a wasp. Yeah, it's a wasp. Brilliant, fantastic. And the pigeons around me, they just want to know what's going on. But my problem is I had my Gengar in as my lead, and that has caused me a problem because it got killed. Well, it basically fainted with 1 strike, and I'm trying to dodge around. Now, we've got 8 left in this part. Oh, no. Oh, no. Right. Can we get the meter up quickly? Well, we've got the meter up quickly. Yeah, this one has been a little bit tricky. I think we're going to be okay, though. Let's not panic, because I didn't like the fact that Gengar was leading. I didn't switch it around properly. There you go, you learn. Metagross, Gengar, Zamazenta, Zacian, you know, that team there, I think we'll be all right. There we go, 1 strike on there, and that's taken down most of the red energy that is left, and that is your 2nd strike, and that one is done. So let me know in the comments below, how have your Battle Dynamax weekend raiding experiences been? Have you got your Latios? Have you got your Latias? Have you been able to do it? Has the remote raiding made it accessible? Or has it been expensive and you've tried to do them in person? The good thing is I'm doing these in person and I'm inviting people to them. So actually it saves some of the cost. So this event is quite accessible, certainly on the first day of playing it. That's what it feels like to me anyway. Is this one any good? It's not. Well, it's not bad. It's not the best one. It's a 2146. So let's just put you down there, and let's see if we can get this one with you. But yeah, 2150 is my best one so far. So this one, it just comes underneath it. Excellent curveball throw there, and let's see if we not going to get that on the first ball. I had a feeling that was going to be the case. You can usually tell. With the first wobble on these. Let's go again. Let's go again. I remember when these came out originally, these were horrible to catch. They did fly around the screen though back then. Good thing with Dynamax versions is they just sit there and they almost let you just go for them. So come on. There we go. Excellent curve ball and the throw in there. Probably could have got the throw circle a little bit smaller. Yeah, and I think that one is basically telling me you need to do a bit more work on that one. Come on, Masterful 27. Get better. Be better. Right. There we go. That's a better, excellent curveball throw. Can we just get you? And I like catching these. There we go. Got it, just like that. Smaller catch circle on it. And that gave us the catch. So let's see if this one is as close to the other one. It will be close. Yeah, 14, 12, 13. Well, this is going to be it for this vlog. We've done the final Latios raid. We did try and duo it, actually. Me and Hermes Ninja Sue. We tried our best. We actually weren't far off it. We've got Leanne for Milton Keynes to help steady this little trio off. And as you can see, that is the difference between us narrowly missing it and actually winning and beating this one quite simply. So let me know, like I said before, how many of these have you done? I've done a couple of each with you. I'll do a few more of these off camera. If you get anything good, I will of course share it on the social media platforms. That's Masterful27 across X, across Instagram, and all those good social media channels. Now, can we get ourselves something good on this final Dynamax raid battle with you all? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's a 1938. I think that one is actually worse than the one we had before. But let's catch this one with you and let's do our bit, because we'll check them all together. But that one is definitely, I think, worse. I might be wrong. I've lost track of the first one that we got with this, even though on this vlog it might only feel like a few minutes ago. It hasn't been a few minutes ago, and I haven't got this cut yet because the queue was ridiculous. So you're not going to get to see the new haircut on this vlog, unfortunately, gang. So let's do this one. 1938 CP. Let's get the throw, and that is absolutely awful. But we are surrounded by lovely floral arrangements, which you might see before we wrap this one up. So there we go. It is caught. As my throat goes a bit croaky there. Latios is done. And that one, yeah, horrific. 11, 11, and 11. Well, there we go. I'm, of course, Masterful27. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Dynamax battle day. We've done a couple of Latioses and Latiases, and I think we've done all right, considering. Right, I'll see you all very, very soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. Something amazing has just happened. You're not going to believe it. Not in the game anyway. Your boy's got his haircut. There we go. Oh, I had to get that in.